Flosstube.
Hi,
I'm Connie.
I'm Alina.
And we're Count
Twice, Stitch Once.
Welcome to our Flosstube. If you're new, thanks for watching and hope you find something you like. We are a channel about cross stitch, counted cross stitch, and some other stuff too.
Whatever else trips our trigger.
Yep.
Floats our boat, if you will.
So, it's August
August
30th. August 30th, 2025. And I don't know what number we're on.
80 something?
And I don't think it really matters.
80 something? That's a guess.
So anyway, we have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Mom has most stuff, but I don't think anybody's surprised by that.
Maybe. So yeah, a lot's been happening.
This is 84.
Okay, we're 84 for 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah, and
No.
next month.
That's a lie. There's no way. That means I've been living here for 8 years. I would be like, how long have you been back? I'm like 6 or 7. Y'all. Okay.
8 years next month.
8 years. Cool.
So anyways, I don't know, we're gonna start off with, I guess, just kind of back and forth and see what happens, because we don't really have, like, my whips are now finishes, so I can't really, say all that stuff. So anyway, I'm just gonna start with this Scary Berry, which was, I was working on this when last we filmed, but now it is finished. And it is from Erica Michaels. It's supposed to be on 40 count silk gauze, but I did mine on 40 count something or other. I can tell you in a minute here. Oh, no, I can't tell you because I don't, all I have written down in my book is 40 count, so I must have lost whatever tag was on this fabric, but 40 count I feel like it's picture this plus something, but anyway, it is done.
It's so cute.
It is
But it is, like, I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be so freaking much. It's like, it feels huge.
I know. It was a lot. But the only thing I really changed up is I stitched the ghosties in glow-in-the-dark cloth.
Okay, I'm going to share a whip I've shared before. So this is from Etsy, and I show you the picture first. My screen's too bright. Hold, please. There's the picture. That's the final.
I like that one.
It's by Lena Ova on Etsy. And I worked on this quite a bit, actually.
Wow.
Wait, which way's up? This way's up. And that's where
Whoa.
I'm at.
Look at that.
So, it's freaking beautiful.
It
like,
is.
it's gonna be so pretty. I feel like it looks
Yeah.
way prettier than the picture even
Yeah,
looks.
that border is gorgeous.
So, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I got to both corners so that I could note. I was getting nervous about this situation right here.
Oh.
And it fit just fine. We're good,
Good.
because I'm not gonna, if I, when I frame it, it's gonna probably be like not much of an edge.
Yeah.
So I was like, I told myself once I got 2 borders done that I could start doing something that was, not the same pattern over and over again. But then I started going down this side with the borders, because I was like, well, keep on going until, like, while you're not totally disgusted with it yet. And this is last time I worked on it. That's how far I got.
A thread.
So beautiful. It's
That's
hard to tell, but I picked this like deep teal color because there is a little bit of that teal in this fabric, but it's really not popping out so much on the camera.
Yeah, I can't really tell on the camera, but you can tell in the light.
Yeah. So I love this. I'm loving stitching on stuff that is like one color because it just feels like you don't have to think as much. which apparently my brain is appreciating lately.
I think that one looks like you would have to think a lot.
I feel like it looks like that, but once you get like the pattern,
Yeah.
it's not too hard because like this whole edge down here, I did like this straight part down in the same pattern, and then I just filled in like all this other stuff, and I was almost like I didn't even need to look at the chart. I just knew what it was. So
Cool.
yeah,
I like it. It's pretty.
it feels like I got a lot done, but I still have quite a significant amount to go on that one.
Well, I worked on the Scary Berry for, let's see, that was my, what start was that? That was start. $3.8. That was the only one I hadn't finished from April. So I finished that July 13th. And then after I finished Scary Berry, which took me forever to finish, then I started on the garden box, which was start 52, 53, 54, and 55 because it has 4 parts. And this was by Jeanette Douglas, called the Garden Box. This was in a garden box or something that we got from Black Needle Society. I can't remember what the name of the box was, but anyway, she designed that for that. And they're now all finished. This was, I think, the first one I started with, and then I think I did this one, and then this one, and then that was the last one I did. And I finished those two, or one of those, during Midsummer Stitch virtual retreat from Lindy Stitches. And then they're all backed with felt, which I thought the Biscornu was kind of weird stitching it with wool felt, but it worked. And this one has a little feather. That's supposed to be a feather. I think it looks like a leaf, but it has this feather, and you're supposed to be able to put a needle there, so it's a needle keep. And this is a ruler keep, but I don't have the Jeanette Douglas skinny little ruler. And then that's the pin cushion, and this is just a, I don't know, just a square. So I don't know what you do with it, just decoration, I guess. So that was my finish of that. I had the box, long way. I had the box, I bought it in, at Hobby House, when we were at Hobby House, I bought the box. So there it is, all finished. 4 finishes,
looks great.
all done. And then I can talk a little bit about Midsummer Stitch.
That's fine.
Because I finished, I don't know, one of those things. Well, Midsummer Stitch was fun. I ordered this fabric that was by Bestitch Me, and it's called Midsummer 40 count linen. Their fabric, when they have it at this virtual thing, goes fast, so I ordered it really quick.
That's pretty.
That is really pretty. I guess I could take it out of here and show the whole thing, but it's really pretty. It's very...
Crinkle, crinkle.
Crinkles. Sorry, people that don't like
No,
crinkles.
we're not sorry.
I don't
That's
mind
really
crinkles.
pretty. That's really pretty. Ooh! I love that.
Me too.
That's pretty.
It's gorgeous. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I thought it was gorgeous.
But sometimes
so.
when you buy stuff that you don't know what you're going to do with it, and then it falls into like the perfect situation
Yeah.
or something.
Yep. So I just got it anyway. And then I did a few speed datings when I was at Midsummer Stitch, which was fun. And I met Sarah Ann, who has a floss tube. Her floss tube is this Sarah Ann at Pocket Mama Shop. She had the fanciest setup. Like her setup, go watch her floss tube. Like she has a whole big setup with all this stuff. It's really awesome. And she also had, after Midsummer Stitch, she interviewed maybe it was during Midsummer Stitch, she interviewed some of the people that were there and asked them questions about it and stuff. It was really interesting to hear and stuff, but she has excellent floss tubes.
What was her name again?
Sarah Ann,
Okay.
Pocket Mama Shop. And then I met Spicy Selena Crafts, who also has a floss tube. She has a fun floss tube too. The last one I just watched of hers, she had, someone had crocheted little Shrek horn things. She was wearing those. They were really cute. And she had a bunch of cute finishes and stuff. I talked to April from Texas, Shelly Key X Stitch from SoCal, Joanne, Melanie and Michael. They also have a floss tube called Uplift Stitches. Michael was stitching on a national park thing, so we started talking about national parks and different stuff, and then I didn't ever know they had a floss tube, but when I was watching Sarah Ann, they had commented on hers, and then I went, oh, so then I went and looked them up, and then I watched their floss tube and subscribed to them too. Then I talked to Cassie and Ann, Elise, Scotty, and Raven. And those were just a few of the people that I talked to. I also talked with Bonnie and Madison. They have a floss tube too. They're a mom and daughter, Unfinished Stitches. They have a really awesome floss tube, and the one that I just watched, they were working on FFOing stuff. They had a FFO day together. And oh my gosh, you should see their setup. They have like a desk in the middle, and then the one with the sewing machine over here, and then the desk over here.
I'll send them some stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Well, our last FFO day, I was not very successful.
That was amazing to me. I mean, their setup was pretty cool. So anyway.
That probably helps you get more done when you're like able to efficiently do it.
Like, we don't have any kind of
No, and I have no good spot at my house that would that's even good to like set it up. Anyway,
I could set it up, but then I'd have to
that's what I mean.
take over like your old bedroom, and it was big enough.
Yeah. And like I could use my dining table, but then I have to put it all away, and it's just it's not as easy.
But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I did buy a couple of patterns, one of them which you will see later, because I already stitched it, and then the other one is a PDF, so I don't have a printout of that or anything. It's actually one of the moon. It was one of the designs from Market when everybody used the Threadworks colors to make all their different different designers made different ones. So it was the moon one of those. So that's all I have to say about Midsummer Stitch, I guess. It was a lot of fun, so I signed up for the Harvest Moon Hangout, just coming up in September.
Doing all the things.
So it was fun. I had a really good time. Went in the stitching rooms and talked to a bunch of people. I didn't do all of the speed dating.
Yeah.
But I did it like 3 or 4 times. It was funny because last time I kept getting the same people all the time. I was hoping to run into EJ and Sheila from the Sunshine Stitchers because I know they were doing different things, but no, I never did run into them. So, oh well. And Stephanie was actually doing Lindy Stitches. She was actually doing
Yeah.
the speed dating too, because
Oh, that's cool.
somebody I just watched said that they speed dated with her. So that was funny. I didn't get her either, so oh well. It was still fun. Had a good time.
Nice.
So I think the Harvest Moon hangout will be fun too.
Yeah. Mom's good at those things because she's good at talking to people she doesn't know.
Stitchers are easy to talk to. What are you stitching? What do you like to stitch? That's gorgeous. How long did it take? You know, all that stuff. So
Okay.
that's all I have for that. So
Well,
next.
I'll share this whip that I'm currently working on that you can kind of see. I gotta do that. Okay. This is, I don't have the chart because I keep moving it around my house and not putting it back in the bag. It's a, what's that? It starts with the R. Romy's Creations,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Romy's
Is that who
Creations.
it is?
Yeah, I think it is.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I think it is.
Ask and I can follow up with the actual chart. So this is a skeleton. Her charted way is to separate this, and then you like make a pillow with the body part and a pillow with the head part and connect them with a ribbon. But I decided that I wanted to put that all on one so I could finish it like a long maybe ornament, maybe pillow, maybe I don't know yet. So, but anyway, I just thought it would be easier for me to finish it if it was all together. Just more my jam. So I did. So I cut out a little bit of the neck because the neck was like extra long for the two parts that like
right.
whatever. And so, yeah, this is where I'm at on my little skeleton guy. So I had finished this whole top part because I thought I was gonna do it that way, and then I changed my mind. So I'm like adding on to the bottom.
I like it.
I flew through this, and it's full coverage, right? But I flew through it. So I've been making pretty good progress on it. I just started it not that long ago, maybe last weekend. And I have not been stitching every
That's
day,
pretty
so
awesome.
yeah. Yeah,
I like it.
like the little guy. He's
So
in
cute.
honor of my 12-foot skelly that got put up in my yard last weekend. In case you need to see the picture, I can show you one real quick because it's amazing, and now I'm obsessed with skeletons. Well, I was kind of already obsessed with skeletons, but now it's getting worse. There's me and my giant skeleton. Isn't he cute?
It was fun.
Or she, or they, because she's going to be dressed up like a showgirl for Taylor Swift's album release, but then she's going to be for Halloween, but then she's going to be a snowman, so we got plans. Mom and Dad helped me put it up because it's definitely not a one-person job, even
Yep.
though I pretended like it was for a little while.
We did. She tried, but it didn't work.
No.
So anyway, after Midsummer Stitch, I started Little Drummer Girl because we left to go to my daughter Alyssa's house in North Carolina. And so I was working on this in the car. Little Drummer Girl by Satsuma Street. And now she is finished and FFO'd. And this was start 56 of all of my 70 starts for my 70th birthday.
Wild.
And she's just stitched on perforated paper, as you can tell. I just put felt on the back. And she's done. Woohoo! Should I show another one?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, after Little Drummer Girl, I started A Year of Celebrations, August, by Kathy Haberman, and I do not have the pattern with me because it's in my bag. It's in the project bag in my whips because I still have to finish the rest of the year. But there's August, all finished, not FFO'd yet though. Someday it will be. But I had to go get, I had to order some sticky board because I didn't have any. I've used all my stash of it up, so.
And since Joanne's closed,
And since Joanne's closed
rude.
and Michael's I don't think has it.
No, I don't think they do either.
If they do, it's not the kind I wanted. And I actually ordered it from Amazon, but that really wasn't the kind I thought it was going to be either. But
I think the other store we don't shop at has it, but
Well, I know, they do have it. 'Cause
I have that gift card so I could buy us a stash up if I need to.
That'd be good. So then after I finished a year of celebrations, August, which was start 57, I started a year of celebration September.
Look at you, you're
Finish that.
You're ready in advance.
I am. My August didn't get up there though. So I finished this one. I thought it turned out really cute. I like the worm coming out of the apple.
Yeah, I like that one. And the owl with the graduation hat
Yep.
is cute too.
So that was start 57 and finish. Then I started Seaside Tiny Town, which is by Heart in Hand. And basically, I did this on Weeks Dye Works, beige, I think. 32 count. I don't like this fabric. It's like, why did I pick it? But that's what I picked, so that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished that. Basically, I used the called for colors. And I was gonna try to add the frill on there, but it wouldn't fit for how I wanted to finish it, so I just left the frill off. And that was start 59, and then that takes me into August, because it took me forever to start. I worked on Seaside Tiny Town for a long
A
time.
long time.
I started it on August 1st and I didn't finish it until the 14th.
What else? You want it?
It
Should
seemed
I?
like it was taking me forever.
Well,
I don't know why.
I don't know what I was gonna say. It's bigger than most of your stuff that you've been doing lately.
Kinda. It just seemed like it took forever.
Okay, I had a new start too. Here's the chart.
Ooh, that's cute.
This is by Raven Stitchcraft on Etsy. And it's like kind of like look like one of those woodcut things. And the chart, when I got it, called for you to stitch all the non-black part is white. And I was like, no. So
I don't think so.
I picked fabric that I felt like was gonna give me what I wanted as far as a vibe, which this is 40 count Sarah's from Under the Sea Fabrics, and that's what it looks like. And this is my start in the corner on the bottom.
Start.
Is that the front? Yeah, there it is. See that? Doesn't it look amazing? I am amazing.
This is so gorgeous.
I know. Hold your applause, please. So that was one thing I started. I got real far on that, clearly. What I think the problem is that I really like stitching the same color. I really like doing it loop started with two.
Oh, yeah.
That makes it just go
Like,
faster.
yeah.
But this will be huge if I put it on 32 count or something. And plus I really liked this like I liked
Yeah.
the vibe of this fabric
Yeah,
for it. So
I like it too.
I'm gonna stick with it, but I think I was just like, I don't want to do this right now. So I need to go back to it. I'm in Halloweeny mood, so
Me too.
this is Halloweeny, so I feel like I'll be back at it.
I was in summer mood, but then I got out of it.
Yeah. Halloweeny mood is amazing.
So after I finished, finally, Seaside Tiny Town, I started on the UFO by Mill Hill. And I saw a lady who actually left the moon, because this moon is a little charm thing, but she left the moon off and she put a little tiny cow going up in the UFO, which I thought was really cute, but I didn't have a cow, so I just finished it like with the moon in there. It seems like it's crooked there. Oh well. And it's FFO'd, so I put glittery black on the back.
It's a whimsical moon.
So there you go. That's
I
my
like that one.
UFO.
It's cute.
That was stitched on perforated paper, so yeah. That was a start on August 4th and a finish on August 4th.
A staff.
It was.
Good job.
I think that's what
I'm impressed.
Did I work on this when I was coming home from Melissa's?
I think you did,
I
maybe.
think I did, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's when we came back. So, yeah, that was a good one.
That's amazing. I love those. I have that one martini eyeball thing from Mill Hill that I found.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I need to start that.
Yeah, that's a fun
And
one.
then it's
I like
Halloween-y.
stitching that one.
Yeah.
Then I started Seaside Tiny Town. Well, it's not just tiny, it's a Seaside Frill by Heart and Hand. This one I started on August 14th when I finished the Tiny Town and finished it August 15th. And now it's FFO too.
It's so cute. That's like the perfect FFO for that.
This
It
had-
is so cute.
A little thing and cut out in here that said family, so I just put it on sticky board and put it over that.
It's so cute.
Then made some cording to put around the edges, and I think it turned out really cute. And so then it will sit by my tiny town whenever it gets finished. FFO'd. Because right now which you will see later, I'm trying to figure out fabric for that.
Yep.
So that was start 61, the frill.
I'm behind. I need to make my list and figure out when I need to get my button gear.
So I'm ahead of myself as far as all that stuff goes. Then my next start, 62, it was one of the charts that I ordered from Midsummer Stitch, which was Stitchy Bug by Boomerang Stitches. Amity is the designer, and her sister Erin have a Flosstube, the Hathaway's Stitchers. So I loved this bug, but my plan was to stitch this over 1 on 46 count. And so I went and I tried to do a little test here to see like if the DMC would work, which I thought it was too fat. So I ended up getting sewing thread and trying to get colors as close to the sewing thread as I could get. And there is the bug. It's finished. I used sewing thread. It's actually one whole, a whole cross stitch over 1 on 46 count. I did satin stitches for the thread on the floss holder, and then I used metallic. Actually, I have this thread that was metallic, which I used for the needle. Kind of can't really see it too good.
You can see it sparkling a little.
I was gonna use a real needle, but I couldn't find one small enough because it's less than 2 inches tall.
It's very tiny.
So my idea is to finish it as a stand-up.
That would be so cute.
I can't wait. So, and then Amity saw it. I tagged her
Yeah.
on Instagram, and so she put this on her website in her
You're famous.
community finisher
You're
parade. So I love it.
Very cute.
It doesn't. You can't really tell on my picture that she used, that I put on Instagram. But this is 46 count green. It's actually a greenish Bergen Meadow Mist by Silk Weaver. And it's got a green cast. I mean, it's not like green, but it's kind of
Yeah,
a
it's very,
really
very-
faint mint green.
yeah.
So I thought it looked good for that. So there's my little
So
cozy.
cute.
I can't wait to FFO that. It's gonna be so cute. So that was what, start 61, 62. 62.
How many more you got?
3.
Okay, I can go. I also did another new start of my Bella Filipina Mayari. I charted her in Win Stitch so I could put it in Pattern Keeper because I'm not playing stitching on paper, and I took the wings off, so mine will not have wings, which saves some of this. Sorry, Faith jumped on the chair and I was like, you good over there? So it will save some stitching time for sure to not have those wings, and a lot of white stitching, which don't mind if I do because I hate stitching white. And so this is my start, and it's, you know,
I like it
her
on that
dress.
fabric.
This is the called for fabric. It's Be Stitch Me Cosmos, I want to say.
It
I
is.
don't know if it
Yeah, it's
says on
darker
here.
than that.
Yeah, and they have the opalescent version, but I chose to not do the opalescent for this one. So there is pink on here.
A little bit.
You can kind of see it down here.
Yeah.
Though. I don't know that you're gonna see much of it on this one. I think there's more pink on the other one.
Right.
Cause I got like a full, and I'm gonna do the one that's I'm gonna do all three, the one in the middle and the one. But when I bought the fabric, the middle one wasn't released yet for this series, so I didn't have that. So I bought enough to do both of the facing ones with the one piece of fabric that I bought. So it'll be okay that the middle one, it might be slightly different toned because it's in the middle, so it works out fine. So I'm gonna need to order the fabric for that because I have the middle chart. I just don't have the fabric, but that's, you know, this isn't gonna be something that's gonna be stitched up super fast. So I made a pretty big start on her though. So
You did.
you know,
It looks good.
so where are we at so far? Oh shit. I mean, oops. Sorry.
It happens.
Sorry.
Okay, my next start, which is start 63, was Stitching by the Sea by Heart Hands-On Design, and I was stitching this basket part, and actually finished this. And there it is. A Stitching by the Sea is where I long to be. I think it's so cute, but you'll never see those fish and the starfish because they're on the bottom of the basket. And this is on 30 count, 10 roof, I think. Yeah, by Weeks Dye Works, which I also don't like, which is why I don't like that other one either, because it was a Weeks Dye Works, and
So
I'm
I
like,
feel
why
like you
did I
need to-
buy that?
I feel like you need to not buy any more of that.
I don't like, it's too loosey-goosey, in my opinion. But the pin cushion will be stitched on it too.
I feel like a
because
lot of people have said that though about
this
Weeks
was the
fabric.
called for fabric, which, and it's the called for floss. I didn't change anything.
I like that one though.
That's cute. So that was 63, and then I finished that on the 28th. I started it on the 16th and finished it on the 28th. And then also on the 28th, I started this Boo Hollow Treasure Box by Shepherd's Bush and finished it on the 29th. And it's very tiny. Focus, focus, focus.
Is it better when my face isn't on it?
I don't know. So anyway, that was tiny, and this is stitched on 32 count lamb's wool linen that came in a kit. So there it is in all its glory. So now I just have to FFO this. These, they told me at Shepherd's Bush the best idea was just to put the iron-on interfacing on the back, cut it out to size that will fit in the box, because otherwise it will be too fat.
That'll be easy.
So they're
then.
easy finishes.
That won't take you much time.
Nope. So that will be fun. That one I finished, and then my last one, which is still a whip because I haven't finished it, and this is start 65. 65, I only have 5 more to go.
She's gonna get assigned some of mine. I don't even know where I'm at because I need to make a list.
Actually, I have stuff I could keep going until like,
You can do it next
probably
year.
5 times
You
70.
can do it next year too.
I could. So anyway, this is my last one that I have. Is Happy Thanksgiving Treasure Box by Shepherd's Bush. I got these when I was at Stitch West in the spring, and it's still working on this. But that's as far as I got last night. I started it yesterday. So it will be done today. It's so cute. I like these little treasure box. They're only like, and this is on 32 count natural linen that came in the kit. And they're only 25 by 40. So
Quick ones.
very quick. So that is 65.
I'm impressed. And it's not even September.
I know. Amazing.
If you get on it, you could finish that one and have 66 start tonight.
I probably will.
You probably will.
Because I don't think it's going to take me.
Then you only
Too
have
much
4
longer.
more starts for 3 more months.
I'll just have them all done by September.
You're gonna have them done by September 10th.
Probably.
Maybe earlier.
Well, depends on what I pick because some of the stuff that's bigger.
Maybe you need to pick a bigger
Like
one.
I didn't pick the pin cushion for that Stitching by the Sea because that's going to take me longer. So
You're now
I was
you're,
picking these
you're,
smaller
you're
things.
sniffing the end,
So
so
I
you're
can
gonna
get
pick all
done.
the small stuff.
so I can get done fast.
I need to go through and actually pick out some stuff so like I need to write my list of what I've started because I feel like it'll be maybe more than I think it is, honestly.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Because I know I've done a couple small things in there too that counts for a couple of things. So then I did chart out all these. Where did I put it? I lost it. I charted out all these hands-on design, like the jars with the Halloween stuff in
Oh,
them,
yeah.
and those little flags with and I do have those other, like the Scary Apothecary. Is that the name of that series?
Yeah.
I have those to finish too. So I think like I might start flopping in a couple of those smaller things because those are really
Yes,
cute. I
they
want to
are
do
cute.
them
Yep.
and they'll be easy for me to start. And then FFO probably pretty easy too because if I get them all done, it's like assembly line situation. So that's my plan anyway. I'm in Halloween mood, so I feel that I will be working on a lot of Halloween type things. I do also really want to finish Halloween Rules this year, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do that. Because I'm not that far along on it, I don't think. Ooh, I need to have more time. Or just get paid but not have to work. If anybody was
That'd be ideal,
would
wouldn't
like
it?
to offer me that situation, I'm happy to accept.
That'd be ideal.
Just let me know.
Yeah. Fun.
The other exciting thing that we did was our framing store in town was having a 20% off sale. So Mom and I coordinated and picked out things and went in together to get them done. And so we got some stuff back from the framers.
Yep. I got this back, which is Four Seasons band sampler.
Want me to hold it?
By,
Look at you. You're so good.
I put a label on the back.
Listen, I'll say it again for the people in the back that didn't hear it last time. I did not inherit whatever this situation is, but I should have.
This is by Sally Hesketh. And I stitched this. I started it in 2021 and finished it in 2023. and it's stitched on 32 count Belfast linen. That's all I have.
Yeah.
It's just, you know,
It's
off-white Belfast
Yeah.
linen, nothing exciting. Antique white or whatever. So there it is.
It
It's
looks so good.
I think it turned out pretty good. It's too big to fit all in the frame
I'm
at
gonna
one
hold it
time.
for you, and then if you want to talk about it.
But I did get glass on it because I'm planning on leaving it up all the time, so
I gotta tilt it to even
Got
fit
the-
the top.
archival, museum quality, whatever glass.
It's too tall. The table's
It
in the
is
way.
tall. Yep. So that's it. I love it.
It looks so good.
And even with 20% off it.
Hers was I only spent a little bit more than what Mom spent, so that
And
was
she got 3 things
Uh-huh.
framed and I only got 1 thing.
Mom likes it fancy.
But my husband actually bought a thing that he can make frames for me, but like, where do you find the molding?
Janet knows.
She does?
Yeah.
I'll have to ask her. But anyway, I thought this was pretty, and then I didn't have to try to lace it or pin it because it's too big.
Because I didn't want to.
Those
It was
little
scary.
ones, I'm fine with, but those big ones, no thank you.
Okay, so I got 3 things framed, and I picked big ones because of the sale. And then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have picked 3 huge things, but I did. So here's where we're at. This one is the one that's the fanciest looking. Of course, this is Mirabilia Princess Eliana, and I stitched her on 32 count even weave citrus burst from something Crafty Kitten, I think. I don't think she sells anymore. But this fabric is like the perfect freaking fabric for this, and it's all called for colors and beads and everything else. So pretty. I love her. I'm happy to have one of my fancy ladies in a frame.
She looks so good.
Yeah. So, and I actually got my I can't think of the name of it. The girl that's like in the blankets on the moon, that's a Mirabilia, is framed in this same frame but the white version.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, well, I have a frame style clearly because I picked the same one.
Yeah. Oh, you can
It's just kind of,
see the crystals sparkling.
Yeah. And I don't ever get glass on anything, even if I am leaving it up all the time, because I just don't like glass. I know that's not
Well-
archival quality, blah, blah, blah. I don't care.
With beads and all that.
I don't care.
It's kind of hard too.
You got room for that over there, or I can put it back over here.
I'll go put it somewhere safe.
Okay. All mine are ginormous. All right, my second thing I got framed is Rosewood Manor Sunrise, and I just picked out a basic one because there was plenty going on in the chart, in my opinion. So Sunrise is framed. They're looking good. I know I was ready to get these framed so I could hang them up because I love them and they look amazing. So happy with this. So Mom's gonna hold Sunrise, and as you can probably guess, its friend got framed at the same time, Sunset. So there they are together, and they look so good.
They do look good.
I'm happy that I picked the plain frame. I do think they look good in a plain frame.
Yes.
They're gonna get hung next to each other just like this anyway.
And we tried other frames that were fancier, but the stitching itself had so much that they seemed to detract from it. So,
Yep. So very happy with
so
these.
pretty.
She always does a great job framing.
She does.
If she ever leaves, we're gonna be very sad.
Yes, we will. Somebody asked me if the same lady was still there, and I said, I don't.
I'm pretty sure it is because it's the same person I've always talked to.
I don't know, but
I saw her in there when I went in there for something.
okay.
I don't remember what it was, but it was definitely
So
her.
pretty.
Yep. So they turned out fabulous. Just gotta figure out where to put them. I guess I should put stickers on mine too.
You should.
I have the stickers
Yep, you should.
before I forget everything about them.
Yeah, that's why somebody said something about it because they said I should
at that.
sign back or should sign it or something. So I thought, oh, I have those stickers, so I went and got one and filled it out and put it in
Some
there.
of those too, so I'm gonna do the same damn thing. Okay, I know you probably have some stuff that you've bought. I know that I got a fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. I think I put it away already because it wasn't on my table, so it didn't get over here.
I do have a lot of stuff that I finished.
Oh,
Also.
yeah. Oh, your FFOs, I forgot about that. Okay, well, I'm gonna stitch while you share because that was all my excitement. And I'll report back on how far I got when you're done.
Okay, well, here is my stitching, my finishes. I've stitched Octi, finished
I
Octi.
love that one too.
I found that little shell at when I was at,
yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
where was I at?
Treadle? No.
No,
Beats me.
I think it's when we went to StitchCon.
StitchCon. Can I have this?
Yeah.
Cool.
I also finished Tom Turkey
Also
by
cute.
Mill Hill and FFO, just felt on the back. So cute. I finished Sheep Egg by Mill Hill. Let's finish with that. Just put white sparkly on the back. And mainly I think I just use, what's that called, that thicker floss that's stitched with sometimes.
Yep, that one.
I can't remember.
Pearl cotton.
Yes, pearl cotton. Thank you.
I knew what you were talking about, but I was like, I don't have the name either.
That one's just pearl cotton also. So yeah. Then I finished Santa Cruiser by Satsuma Street. And there he is with his pearl cotton. And I just put blue felt on the back of that one. Then I also finished Gold Rings by Satsuma Street. Ah. There's that one. And FFO'd.
Do all
with
those
just
have,
some brown
do all
felt.
those have birds even if they're not about birds?
Well, actually, the gold rings, according
yeah.
to Jody, was for the 5 rings on a pheasant.
Oh, so that's why.
That's why it's on a pheasant neck.
Oh,
Gold rings.
that's still okay. So that's even more birds.
Yeah, there's a lot of birds.
So that's too many birds.
Turtle dove, French hen, calling birds.
Too many birds.
So also finished FFO'd Ghost Trilogy, Essence. And just put white sparkly felt on the back of that one also. Go on my Halloween tree. I just love that one. So cute. With the kitty cat poking out through the see-through ghost. I finished Lolly Claus by Satsuma Street. This was some corally red because her dress seemed like it was more like corally red than red. That's her. And I had a lot of FFOs because these were easy. My friend Cindy came over to visit me and I was sitting there gluing these on, the felt on while she was talking to me. That's the 4 calling birds is one of my favorite ones. I love the 4 calling birds.
That one's cute.
I just love that telephone. So cute. And I finished Spring-a-Jig eggs, which I already have the other one finished, but the purple one, I just put some purple felt on the back. I made a little tiny cording for that one because I didn't have any purple pearl cotton. Then I have had this thing. This is by Noteworthy Needle, and I'm pretty sure this was one of the round robin things. Like the first year we or the second year we went to Galleria, because I don't
Yeah.
think we did the round robins the first
I
year, did
don't
we?
think we did either.
So this is a bracelet, and I finally, I've had the stitching done forever. So I finally finished it. It opens like this. And there's my bracelet.
Very cute.
I was kind of nervous about finishing this. You had to put it on this, stitch it onto there with like this blanket stitch thing. I don't know, it was interesting.
It looks really good though. You did a good job.
It turned out good. I kind of like it. I
You
don't
gonna
know.
wear it?
I don't know if I'll ever wear it.
I would, but I can't be trusted because I forget to take my bracelets off all the time. So whenever I see myself in the shower, like, oh crap, for sure I could.
So anyway, but I FFO'd that. Interesting. Then I FFO'd, this is the Crow Fairy from,
Yep, I know who you mean. Prairie Schooler.
yes, Prairie Schooler, Prairie Fairies, and this is, I don't think this one had a name, but I call it the Crow
I
Fairy.
feel like we have no brains. We maybe
I
have
know.
one brain cell between the two of us.
I got this little frame at Michael's. So I put them all in these little frames. They're cute. That was that one. I FFO'd. I finally finished the Liberty Girl. I think I showed you this one before by Nikki's Creations, but she stitched on 46 count old colonial fireworks, and I made some cording and finished her, which I obviously changed the chart a little so it would fit into my wanted FFO. So I think she turned out pretty cute.
She is very cute.
I like her. Then I have this Praiseworthy Stitches Haunted Casket forever. Mine was not, my casket did not look like this, but I actually saw this exact same one at Michael's. They have that same unpainted wood casket. So mine was in this Hocus Pocus casket, and I don't know if it will probably blind you, but it does light up. It's kind of bright. It's a very bright light.
Very bright. It's not as bad on the camera as it is looking at it in
No,
your real eyeball.
looking at it real live, it's like, phew. But when you open it up, there's the finish. 2 little skeletons and a ghosty with the light bulb coming out of its mouth.
It's so cute.
This was an interesting finish also.
Mom, she likes the ones to complain about it, but she's into it. She likes it.
It was very interesting. And then like they sent the foam that has sticky stuff on the back for the ghost and the little black thing behind the ghost. And when I cut it, I cut it too small. I thought I was cutting it the right size, but it was too small so you could see like the light behind it. So I would just use felt, and mine are just felt,
It still turned out cute.
but they worked. And then it also came with this scissor fob that you could make. This has a little witchy hat on the bottom. And they say to use dental floss. And they give you crappy crimp beads. So I went in my stash and got my crimp because I broke the first one. Because they always seem like they just break.
Yeah.
So I went and got my own. And used it, and it worked out good. Then I had I've had this stitched. It's Good to Be Green by just another button company. I've had this stitched forever. And I saw this little frame at Michael's and I'm like, you know, I just need to get that something done with it. So I put it in this little frame.
It's cute.
I thought it turned out cute. And I put it so its feet kind of hang over the mat board.
Yeah,
So,
it's cute.
looks like it's sitting on there.
It turned out really cute.
I like it. And then my last one, I don't have the chart for this, but it's by Sue Hillis, I think.
I think you're right.
It's a crabby day without a stitch to cross. And I got this thing, which I had to paint from Paisley and Polka Dots. It was a whole C set that has other pieces to it also, which I am working on. I put real needles in its claws, but I thought I could just put it in like one of those little holder things. Frame holders.
Oh yeah, like a little easel thing
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, I can just set it in one of those.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cute. And it kind of looked like shiplap behind it and the color. So fun. And that's the last of my FFOs, if you can believe it.
No.
It's amazing. But while Melina was gone on her trip to Montana, I went to a stitch day at the Bloomington Public Library from the Land of Lincoln Stitchers. There were only like 9 of us that came to that one. And I was stitching on I started stitching by the sea at the Bloomington Public Library because I was stitching on the Stitchy Bug and I didn't really want to try to stitch on 46 count.
Yeah.
And
Not my idea of a good time, but
so that took a lot of concentration, so I didn't go there. But they had somebody brought a bunch of bags full of a bunch of their baggies had like, I don't know, 10 of each of these colors. So my sister and I got one of each of the colors of DMC that were in there, because you can never have enough DMC. And that was fun. The next one's scheduled for
December should be
October.
No, October. Yeah.
It's
August,
going to be
September,
when I'm
October.
gone, because I signed up to go to Sassy Jack's in Asheville, North Carolina for their Halloween. She said it was a retreat, but it's really more like classes, I guess. I don't know if they call those retreats. But yeah, I signed up to go to that, so I will be gone for the next one, so I'm kind of sad. But
Yeah. Well, it feels like every other one, you're gone,
yeah, or you're gone.
or I'm gone.
Yeah.
And we're never there. We haven't been one in this. Well, we did go to one at the same time. The one before this one, I think we
Yeah.
were both here for. But the one before that, you were gone.
Right.
Oh well.
Oh well. And then I do have some haul.
Keep on going.
I'll keep going. When I was at Alyssa's, and she lives in North Carolina, but she lives very close to the Georgia line and to the Tennessee line and all that. So she's up like in the
She's in the
point.
point.
She's up in the
North
point.
Carolina is shaped like this. She's right in
She's
there.
up in the point. So anyway, there a new cross stitch store called Cabin Cross Stitch opened up in Hiawassee, Georgia. There's Cabin Cross Stitch. It's a very nice store. One thing you should know if you want to go there is that Google Maps tells you to go to the wrong place. So when you're driving around there, if you see a gym and like a thrift store, and there's a quilt store that's not attached to those, but they're like in a strip mall. Cabin Cross Stitch is kind of set back, and their sign is going this way as you're going this way, so you don't see the sign until you're going the other way. But if you see the quilt store, then you need to stop if you're going to go to Cabin Cross Stitch. And she said she had been fighting with Google Maps trying to get to go to the right place. So, but they have cross stitch, wool applique, embroidery, crochet, finishing supplies, cross stitch or classes too for all these things. They're on Bell Creek Road in Hiawassee, Georgia. Oh, that's turning out very good. But anyway, I bought this bag, was one of the things I bought there because I wanted to stitch the Primrose Cottage. Is that their name?
Yeah, that is a name.
Then I wanted to stitch the count twice, stitch once on this bag.
Cute.
That's what I wanted to stitch on there. I got this trim, Union by Lady Dot Creates. I got the Quirky Quaker Owl and the Quirky Quaker Flamingo. Ooh, that could be one of my one of my starts because it will be real fast.
And it's fallish.
And I got this wool to actually I used one of the blues to finish the back of some of those things that I bought for the garden box because I didn't have the blue that it called for. So I got that blue and it worked out good. So I got that from there, and I met my daughter Alyssa went with me, and we met Tara from Will-to-Woman Crafts, Flosstube. There, she lives in Atlanta, so she's like about a 2-hour away. I'm only like a half an hour away from there. So when I'm at my daughter's house, so it was fun. I had a good time and met the owner. She gave us a discount even for a first time being there. And
I wish I could have gone.
I know, it was fun. And we were gonna try to sit and stitch in there. We both brought stitching in case, but they were having a class, so we couldn't stitch. Because if they're having a class, you can't be in there. So my other purchases, when I was talking about sticky board, this is the kind that I usually get. It's from Hobby Lobby. I tried to get that from Amazon because I ordered some from Amazon. I got 2 different kinds. I don't know, they don't even say on here what the company is.
They seem very thick.
They're really thick. So those I cannot cut with scissors. Like this one, comparatively, is very thin. So I'll have to have my husband cut me those because they're fat. And I really don't think I can cut those for scissors.
No.
However, I do think they will work for some of the other stuff that I got, which I won't show, but I also ordered some heavy duty iron-on interfacing because I need it for the, I got this interfacing. I need it for a couple of things that I'm gonna that are small. Like that basket for my hands-on design. That's one of the things I need it from. But I bought these at a quilt store that's near me. This cartonnage kit. And I got that one, which is a notebook cover, and this one that is a sewing kit one. Because I thought these would be neat for table gifts. For a retreat or something, and they include the chipboard, which is pretty heavy. So I feel like these would work pretty good for that.
Yeah, it
They're
seems
not
pretty.
as thick, but pretty close. I think they'll work. I'll just have Greg be cutting me a bunch of pieces.
You're fine. You can make a little noise. It's not the end of the world.
But I also, when I went, because you have to download the patterns from, you know, how-to from their website. So she had a whole thing that was like to start out to get you used to cartonnage, which is basically gluing fabric onto chipboard. For these, which were the beginner ones, she said you could just use cereal boxes or whatever. This is actually a bookmark that has a little elastic, and then you can put either your reading glasses in this pocket or a pen in the pocket, whichever you want. And I thought, well, this was my first one. This was teaching you how to do square corners, which basically I feel like finishing cross stitch on the sticky board is basically cartonnage. Is putting fabric onto cardboard. So basically I already knew how to kind of do square corners because
You do it
that's
all
what
the
I
time.
do. So anyway, that worked, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And then she had another one that was a little floss, kind of like a little floss card holder, but has the sides are rounded, so that one's going to teach you how to do rounded corners. Basically, I kind of know how to do that anyway.
You've also done
rounded
that.
things, but
Be good to practice.
yeah. And then she put a button on it, so like you can wrap your floss on one end, and she said you could use it to hold like lace or what trims, whatever.
Yeah.
They were really cute. And then the last one that is on there was a scissor holder, which had a rounded top and then so it was a triangle-y shape. So I didn't get to those two yet, but I'm going to do those too because fun stuff. I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Well, that was that, and my purchases other than that were I purchased this Ocean Mist fabric from Millennial Stitches. I can't remember. I don't think I showed this the last time because I don't think I got it until
I don't think you
after
did
we were
either.
gone. So this is Ocean Mist 40 count linen. This was a January stitch. She was selling a lot of her fabrics that she had in like a fabric of the month. That's the Ocean
Pretty.
Mist. I thought it was pretty and I could use that for a lot of things. That was 40 count. And then from my local quilt store, I got these cute Halloween fabrics because I was going to use some of them to make like the notebooks and things. The notebook covers and that kind of
Very
stuff.
cute.
My cartonnage with. And I must have really liked this pumpkin one because I also bought it from the Treadle.
Well, you can tell what
When I
you're
was in there,
styling.
so you can tell I liked that one. And I got these other two. This one just has like scissors on it. I thought that would be cute for the scissor holder thing. And some ghosties. And then I got this because I thought I could make Healy
I think he's in the garage.
good. As I got this golf one because my husband reads a lot of books and he also likes to golf. So I thought I'd make him a bookmark with this golf fabric because he reads a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he would like it.
He would like it.
And then I got this fabric. I was trying to find Seaside Tiny Town fabric, so this was one I got. I'm not sure. I just like when I'm doing these things, I have to buy a bunch of different fabrics, and then I decide what ones I will use and what ones I won't. I may or may not use that. I also got this one. which I kind of like because it looks very nautical.
Mm-hmm.
But again, not sure if I
A
would
little too
use
dark.
it. Then I got this polka dot, which is definitely of the color that goes with the, I like that one. And modelly polka dot. And I got this one just because the color looked good. But, you know, maybe not. We'll see. But, you know, I like to have choices and then decide. So I'm still looking. I'll probably buy a lot more. I got this little frame from Michael's because I thought it would be cute for that little Lindy Stitches turtle that has the balloon.
Oh, that would be cute. Did you get that
But-
recently? Is it too
Yes.
small? Is it too big?
It's
Oh, the stitching is too big. I can tell.
I didn't know my stitching looked that good with it. Because I did mine on purple
Oh.
and I did the colors different.
I did
Well, I wasn't
mine.
sure.
I don't know if the red heart.
But it would fit on
Would
there.
it?
But I don't know. I just didn't think it looked all that good. So I still have enough of that. I found these beads at my thrift store, eyeballs, for 50 cents.
Nice.
And I got the Halloween issue of just Cross Stitch magazine, just Cross Stitch magazine. I've seen a lot of people stitching stuff in there that I thought was cute, so I wanted to get it. One of my favorite ones is this one. I love it. Ghosties in a hot air balloon. The designer of that is
That's cute.
Amanda Elliott of Haunted Frames. That's cute.
Very cute.
And they also have some skilly ones in here, so I didn't know if Melina would like
Yeah, I'm
them
gonna
or
have to
not.
look at those.
I know was watching someone's Flosstube and they were working on some of these. I think they were doing the tiny pumpkins. I also thought this frog one was pretty hysterical. Although it did look like a lot of work. That's a-
Ooh. It is funny, but yeah. That would not be super quick.
No, but I think it's hysterical. Witch's Helper, I think. Yeah, Witch's Helper by Svetlana Herbach of X Free Stitch. I don't know, they have a few other cute things. Like I like this potion one. This one's cute. That one's cute. They're all cute.
Cool.
This one was cute. I think I have another one of hers that's a Halloween girl on scissors. That's by Nikki's Creations. Anyway, that was that book. And I think that's all my purchases.
Is that
I
everything?
probably had more. I think I had a lot of floss, but
We're not doing
it
that.
was dispersed into its project.
We're not doing that.
It's dispersed.
Good.
I don't even remember what it was. I know I had to go buy all the sewing thread to do the Stitchy Bug because I really didn't have colors that matched those
Yeah.
colors, so I went and got them. But, you know, that's how it works. But one other thing I wanted to talk about was my husband got one of those like robo vacuums, and I have a tree over in the corner that has all of my summer cross stitch on it, and the robo vacuum, when we were gone, he was running it and it knocked the tree over and ran over the cross stitch, and this is what happened to my swim trunks. These were on, glued onto here. As you can see, the paper that I had on the back of this this is stuck into the paper and won't come off, so I have to either probably get it wet and peel off that paper and get the hanger unstuck. So I just wanted to let you know, if you have a Roomba or any of these vacuums that mop also, be aware. Don't have any cross stitch in its path. I found these when we got home from Alyssa's in the hallway. I was like, what is that? I'm like, oh my gosh. At first I thought Faith had come over with Melina and got it, but I thought, why would she mess with it? Because she doesn't ever mess with stuff like that.
No, and also I don't ever bring her over here when they're not here, because I don't like come hang out here. I just come and like take care of a few things and then leave.
I was like, I don't know what happened, but yeah, don't have cross stitch in the path of the mopping.
Watch out for the
Robovac
mop.
Was bad news.
Luckily, it's recoverable.
Yes, but I had to share that because sadness. And a few of the other ones were a little bit, the felt was kind of messed up around the edges, but I just could trim that off. It didn't take it all the way off. But yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
So now we have to make sure the tree is not where it can get knocked over when the vacuum's vacuuming.
It's a process.
So yeah, plans. My only plan is that I'm going to North Carolina in October for the Halloween stitching class at Sassy Jack's, which will be fun. 2 designers, 2 sets of Halloween stitchiness. Will be so exciting.
That will be fun.
Yep.
My plans is work on Halloween stuff and that's it.
But you had excitement to tell from your trip to Glacier.
Yeah, so I went to Montana with Fawn from Sanctum Stitching, and it was kind of a last minute situation for me, but it was fun. We traveled really well together. We saw a bunch of stuff, mountains, lakes, rivers. It was beautiful. But I mean, we went to the Bittersweet Valley first, and then we went up to Glacier National Park. And if you've ever been to Glacier National Park, you know that there's like literally not a bad view in that place. It's gorgeous. The whole freaking place is just like, every time you turn around, you're like, oh, why do we live where we live? What are we doing wrong? Like, why is this not what I look at every day?
Yeah, really.
We had multiple moose encounters, one of which we were highly unprepared for. And we survived. We're fine, so it's funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. It wasn't at all funny. I've never been so scared for my life. Like, actually thought I was gonna die. Like, I thought I was gonna be killed by an animal imminently. It was terrifying. We were like, whatever, without getting super into it. We had just seen a mama moose and a baby moose at the first lake, and it was chill, and then we saw stags, and then they all were running around, and you know, whatever, like all chill, like no. Then we get to the second lake, and we're like, we'll just chill for a minute, and Fawn took her shoes off and put her feet in. There was a group of like 20 somethings there when we first got there, and they were being like all loud and crazy, and once they moved on, we were like, okay, Fawn's like, I'm gonna read, and I brought stitching, so I was like, I'm gonna stitch, and it was gorgeous. There was fly fishers across the lake fishing. You can see a waterfall coming down in the background, and a mountain over here. Like, it was just so pretty. So we did the number one thing you're not supposed to do when you're in wilderness with a lot of large and dangerous animals, which is sit there in silence. We were making zero noise. I was stitching, she was reading, we were quiet, just enjoying, and then we hear a crash directly behind us, which literally sounded like a tree falling over. It was so loud. And I had my shoes untied because I was taking care of a blister situation. Luckily, Fawn had put her shoes back on at that point. So, like, at least we were not really ready for action. You've never seen two women that were, like, totally just, like, jump up so fast. And, like, I literally was, like, throwing shit in the bag and going, like, do you see it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Because we didn't know if it was a bear, if it was a moose, if it was something else. Like, we couldn't see anything. And the little beach area where we were at was like a little tiny path from the main trail down. And it was just like a little area. There was no like other way out except to go where we heard the noise. And so I was like, well, we're not going that way. And we're going to have to jump in this lake or something. Like, I don't know. Moose can swim. I don't like. So we couldn't see it. And then we were like bending down and I was like, I got to tie my shoes. So I was trying to tie my shoe and Fawn was like trying to see what it was. And we're like all like huddled together. And I'm like, and at the same time, I'm like, is it a bear? Is it a moose? Is it a bear? Is it a bear? Is it a bear? Should I be loud? Should I be quiet? What should I I didn't know what to do. So I put music on my phone because if it's a moose, you should be quiet and get out of its way. Like, don't like look like you're aggressing at it. If it's a bear, you should be loud so it goes, oh crap, I don't actually want to be here, and it leaves.
Yep.
Well, those conflict with each other when you don't know what the animal is.
Yep.
So Fawn was like, well, let's just get in these trees right here because there was like a little copse of pine trees that was right on the side. So we like yeet ourselves into these trees and I'm literally hysterical. And Fawn said the trees that she saw a moose antler when I was trying to put shit in my bag. And so she knew it was a moose. And so we into these trees and I'm like seriously, I thought we were dying. I thought that we were dying. And then I was like, nobody's gonna know what happened. Nobody even knows where we are. And she has her bear spray out with the pin pulled, like ready for action, and I have mine, and I'm just like, like. So clearly, I'm a problem if there's wild animals. So she's like, shh, and it had jumped out of from the trail behind the trail to literally where we were just sitting, and it was maybe 10 feet away from us, maybe, just standing there. She's like, it's looking at us. Be quiet. And I was like, and like, well, the trees were offering a semi amount of protection because like it couldn't have gotten through the trees to us super easily. Like it would have had to be knocking down trees to get to us, which it could have done if it wanted to. Let's be honest. However, it kind of was like looked at us and then just started going into the lake. And at that point, I had collapsed onto the ground. I was sitting. This tree's all sappy, like whatever. And I'm like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And Fawn is like chilling, like trying to look at the moose. And the moose is like still too close for us to like get out and go back. So anyway, we survived. It went further in the lake. It was munching. Some ladies came and then they saved us and they were loud and and the moose didn't care about them. So I'm like, oh, we can get out. And then of course, at the same time, they're like, oh yeah, those fishers told us, like they signaled us, there's a bear, like, I don't know, 300, 400 yards that way, coming this way. Well, we're going to keep going. And I was like, Fawn, we got to get out of here. And then while we were walking back, they were like, do you want us to wait for you? And we're like, we'll catch up because we had to organize ourselves. And then while we were walking back, they stopped talking to these other two girls. There was a freaking even bigger bull moose just 25 feet off the trail munching away. And I was like, I'm not prepared for this. Like, maybe I'm not an outdoor girly. They're like, we're going to be okay. Single file line, be quiet. That moose could have gave a crap about us. He was munching. But he was huge. I could have probably walked underneath him and cleared him. He was enormous. I think he's the biggest moose I've ever seen. He's huge. And that one in the lake didn't care about us either. It was just munching on its seaweed or whatever.
From what they told us when we were in Alaska, that moose were kind of dumb.
Well,
and if they chase you, then go zigzag because they won't catch you.
I don't know. After you, like, when you think about it, I know you know moose are big, but when you think about it, and I feel like you think more like a deer situation,
right?
And then when you see it in person, and you're like, I couldn't even touch the top of that thing's head if I jumped as high as I could jump. Like, it's huge, and its horns are like antlers. I'm sorry, it's not a horn, I know, but like my wingspan was smaller than its antler span.
Right.
It was enormous. So anyway, we survived, but then the other thing that happened was that we went fishing before we went to Glacier, and we were talking to our fishing guide and told him the hike we went on the day before, and he was like, oh, well, locals don't really do that hike because there are mountain lions all over up there. We're like, cool, great. He's like, you definitely were checked out by a couple at least. I'm like, so glad.
At least they didn't know about that before they went. They were oblivious.
So we survived, but I think my takeaway is to maybe communicate at least the general vicinity of the plans to somebody else who's maybe not the only person you're with. Who's the only other person who knows where you are.
Nobody knew.
Because we didn't really make a plan, so no, we never really told anybody what we were going to be doing. So I'm like, maybe just when we get to like the trailhead, or like in Glacier it wouldn't have been possible, but the earlier ones, like we could have just said, here's a pin of where we just parked our car.
Yeah.
Like at least that, so you kind of have an idea.
Right.
We survived.
She had to share.
It was really
story.
fun. And if you follow me on Instagram, there's a highlight of all my stories from Glacier that includes pictures of all these moose encounters. So you can check it out if you're interested in mooses.
Melina Stitcher
Yeah.
on Instagram.
So if you stuck around for all that, thank you.
Yes, thanks. That's a lot.
Yep.
We don't have anything else, so.
Nope. Enjoy your stitching.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
We'll probably catch you in September sometime.
Yep, probably closer into September.
Yep.
Cool. All right, bye y'all.